Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about remote viewing. Um, remote viewing, by definition, is being able to get in some kind of a trance state, and that can just be just focusing your energy on a certain target, whether it be on another planet in space, or somewhere here on Earth, or whatever you want. Some people do it medically. Edgar Cayce used to do it, where he'd go in, he'd remote view, he'd look, he actually would say, I'm probably not saying this exactly the way he said it, but he'd go into a sleep state, and then his spirit would go to a certain place to heal a certain person, and he'd talk about the street and the name of the street, and describe the house. He'd go in there and he'd heal, or heal that person that had whatever ailment they had. So I use it in class. We use it, like I teach a class, intuitive development class. I'll leave the link down below. Um, anyway, so it's really easy to do. I think it just takes practice and confidence. Usually, I don't usually need to close my eyes because I've done it so many times. So the third eye is basically open all the time, and I do a lot of psychic readings. So, but yes, you can do this, and I would, you know, try it out, see how it works, because I feel like as we awaken to more of our senses, we can realize that everything is mind, and within the mind, we can travel in the past, in the future, in the present, wherever we want to go, we can immediately be there. And it's good to kind of have a journal or write down what you're seeing, what you're smelling. If you're having trouble seeing something, try another view. Maybe try a bird's eye view, and then kind of go down into wherever you're viewing, whatever the target is. And you can do this with friends. You can actually write down, have your one person from your group, if you do it in a group, write down like a coordinates. It's not going to be a actual coordinates. It's just focusing on whatever target they want you to view, and do it blindly. So you just give them the coordinates, and then they go from there. And that's kind of how we do it in class. We do it as far as we all know what the target is, and we go after it and go check it out and gain as much information as we can. But you can do it there. You all can do it at home. And I feel like once you do it and once you practice it, you keep getting better. Now, there are going to be some things that you see that you're like, why, what is this I'm seeing? Because you're not understanding it, because it might be foreign to you. You just you're not really trying to guess when you're doing it blindly, you're not trying to guess what it is. You're more just kind of getting information from that target and what you're seeing. Now, some people are afraid of like astral projection and remote viewing because they feel like their soul's leaving and it's going to get lost or, lose its tether to the body. That's not true. I've never seen that in my experience. It may happen, but I don't think so. It's nothing to be afraid of, because your soul is omnipresent. So your soul can be in a lot of different places at one time. And that's the beauty of us as spiritual beings, whatever you want to call us, a soul. We can be sitting right here and view something a million miles away and just get information from it. Like I said, you can do this for health. I mean, I'm not a healthcare professional, but just as far as scanning the body or scanning somebody else's body, you can do this for exploration or discovery, which is usually what we do. Unsolved mysteries. You can do it for a lot of different things. Unsolved, cases, cold cases. We've done that before. Searching for missing people. And it's really cool. It's a really cool tool that we have within us that we can utilize at any time for whatever we want to utilize it for. Now, remember, there are some, we can use it for good and we can use it for bad. I wouldn't suggest using it for bad or nefarious purposes. But also, when you're viewing certain targets, like maybe top secret targets, they actually know. You can tell because it's blocked, or there's some kind of shield up. You can get through these things. You have to get creative, But understand, some sites that you may be seeing may be blocked or protected. I've also known where I've seen a person look back at me like they knew I was viewing, and maybe they were viewing it too, or they were in that place. So I have seen that. That's kind of startling, but it's nothing to be afraid of. But anyway, yeah, try it at home. Just pick a target. What do you want to see? Something you maybe want to gain more information from, whether it be in the past or the present. Try it out and leave in comments what y'all think about it. Anyway, I'm going to leave a link below for my class that I teach once a week, every Sunday night. And it's also on my website, which if you want to book a reading with me, click that link below. And anyway, we'll talk to you next time. Have a great day, everybody.